Jai Shri Krishna and welcome to Hindu Media Wiki Puran series. A few years ago, we posted similar podcasts on Brahma Puran and Padma Puran. Their link is in the description. The sequential list of 18 Mahapuranas is described in Bhagavad Puran and the list is given on screen. Of them, today we will talk about Vishnu Puran. As you know, this podcast is divided in 6 sections, so let's start with the introduction and naming. Vishnu Puran is one of the primary sacred texts of the Vaishnav sect. It is among the shorter Puran texts with about 7,000 verses in extant versions. The naming of Vishnu Puran is based on the fact that this Puran praises Sri Vishnu and his avatars such as Krishna. It also praises Brahma and asserts that they are unified with Vishnu. Narration style and content. Vishnu Puran, like all major Puranas, acknowledges sage Vedavyas as its author. More than any other major Puran, the Vishnu Puran presents its contents in Panchalakshan format, Sarga cosmogony, Pratisarga cosmology, Varsha genealogy of gods, sages and kings, Manvantar cosmic cycles, and Vamshanu Charitam legends of kings. This is rare because just 2% of the known Puranic corpus is strictly on these 5 Panchalakshanas and 98% Puranas cover a diverse range of encyclopedic topics. Extant text comprises of 6 adhyayas parts and 126 adhyayas chapters. First Amsha Cosmology has 22 chapters. Second Amsha Earth has 16 chapters. Amsha Time has 18 chapters. Fourth Amsha Dynasties has 24 chapters. Fifth Amsha Krishna has 38 chapters. Sixth Amsha Liberation has 8 chapters. The final chapter 6.8 of the text asserts itself to be the imperishable Vaishnav Puran. The textual tradition claims that the original Vishnu Puran had 23,000 verses, but the surviving manuscripts have just a third of these, about 7,000 verses. Topics in that Puran. The invariable form of the Puranas is that of a dialogue in which the narrator relates its contents in reply to the queries of another. Vishnu Puran also opens as a conversation between sage and his guru Parashar, with the sage asking, "What is the nature of this universe and everything in it?" We are now listing topics of each chapter for reference. Part 1 describes the creation of universe, birth of gods and demons, pralay, churning of ocean, tales of devotee Dhruva, killing of Hiranyakashipu. Part 2 description of Priyavrata's sons and Bharat dynasty, a geographical description of Jambudweep, Bharatvarsh, Shatdweep, Patal, the Hades, the sun and the planets, chariot of the sun, origin of the Ganges. Part 3 contains a description of Manvantaras, Kalpa, Vedavyas, religion and the caste system. Part 4 origin of Brahmanand, Daksha, birth of Pururava, marriage of Balram with Revati, birth of Ikshvaku, Kukutstha dynasty, tale of Yuvanashva and Saubhari, Sarva Mantra, Narayan dynasty, birth of Sagar, Ashwamedh by Sagar, descending of the Ganges after Bhagirath's penance, birth of Lord Rama, Yajna of Vishwamitra, birth of Sita. Tales of Chandra dynasty, abduction of Tara, origin of Agnitrayo, birth of Dhanvantari and his clan. Wars with demons, clan of Nahush, tale of Yayati, Yadu dynasty. Tales of Krishna's birth, marriage of Krishna with Jambavati and Satyabhama, salvation of Shishupal, abounding of Yaduvanshis, birth of Karna and his discovery by Adhirath, Janmejay dynasty and the origin of Bharat, clans of Jahanu and Pandu, clan of Parikshit and royal dynasties of the future. Future generation of Ikshvaku dynasty, future generation of Bhatt dynasty, future generations of Pradyut dynasty, kingdom of Nand, advent of Kali Yuga and description of royal dynasties of Kali Yuga. Part 5. Marriage of Vasudeva and Devaki, arrival of Yag Maya in the womb of Yashoda and of the Lord in Devaki, birth of Lord Krishna, carrying of Krishna to Gokul, dialogue of Mahamaya with Kansa, acquiring defensive stance by Kansa, release of Vasudeva and Devaki, killing of Putana, killing of Shakat, naming of Krishna and Balram, humiliation of Kaliya, killing of Dhenukasur, killing of Pralamb, description of festival devoted to Indra, worshipping of Govardhan, arrival of Indra, killing of Arikasur, arrival of Narad in Kamsa's court, killing of Keshi, arrival of Akrur in Vrindavan, arrival of Lord Krishna in Mathura, Lord Krishna's mercy on Kubja, killing of Kamsa, coronation of Ugrasen, defeat of Jarasandha, birth of Kalaivan, killing of Kalaivan, Vritur by Balaram, getting of Varuni by Balaram, abduction of Rukmani, abduction of Pradyumna, getting of Pradyumna by Mayavati, killing of Shambar by Pradyumna, killing of Rukmi by Balaram, getting of 16,000 queens by Lord Krishna, abduction of Parijat, fight with Indra, migration to Dwarka, bow battle, Usha telling dream, abduction of Aniruddha, fight with Lord Shiva, amputation of Ban by Lord Krishna, killing of Kashiraj Paundrak, putting Varanasi on flames, abduction of Lakshman, destruction of Yaduvamsh, ascendance of Lord Krishna to heaven, beginning of Kali Yuga, preaching of Arjun by Vyas, coronation of Parikshit. Part 6. Religion and society in Kali Yuga, description of Kalpa, a day of Brahma, position of Brahma in Pralay, different kinds of sorrows and tortures in hell, awakening of Brahma, preaching of yoga, tale of Keshidhwaj, killing of the cow and religion, holding of council by Khandikya, self-knowledge and ridicules of body spiritualism, queries of yoga, Brahma Gyan Vedas, concepts of tangible, intangible appearances of God, salvation of Khandikya and Keshidhwaj, X of Vishnu Puran, virtues of Lord Vishnu's names, results of hearing Lord's name. A favorite story from Vishnu Puran. Today we will narrate the event of naming of Sri Krishna and Balram. Once, the supreme ascetic Gargacharya arrived in Gokul. He was the ancestral teacher of Yaduvamsh. Nand joyfully welcomed and treated the hermit. Then he requested him to carry out the ritual of naming and suggest suitable names for both his sons. Acharya Garg said, "O Nand, everyone knows that I am the ancestral teacher of the Yadavas. If I carry out the naming ritual for these boys, people will understand that they are Devaki's sons." So Nand requested Gargacharya to name his sons secretly. Gargacharya accepted his request and carried out the naming rituals secretly in Nand's cattle shed. Garg said, "This son of Rohini will cause by his virtue great pleasures for his near and dear ones. So his second name will be Rama. And because of his excessive strength, people will call him as Bala also. Since he will unite people also, so one of his names would be Sankarshan." Thereafter, Garg said, pointing to Yashoda Nandan, "He has taken incarnation in every age. In the past ages, he has taken white, red and yellow complexions respectively. This time he has taken a dark complexion, so he will be known as Krishna. Once he has been the son of Vasudeva, so people will call him as Vasudeva also. He will cause salvation of all of you and great joy for the fellow gopas and cows. With his help, you will overcome even the severe crises. O Nanda, this boy will be equal to Narayan in virtues, wealth, beauty, fame, and influence. Foster this child with care and earnestness. Thus naming the boys as per their virtues, Garg returned to his hermitage. Favorite verse from the Puran. Vishnu Puran in 6.5.74 defines Bhagavan as follows. Aishwarasya samagrasya dharmasya yashasashriyah jnana vairagya yoshchaiva sharanam bhaga iti rana. Complete splendor, virtue, glory, opulence, knowledge, dispassion, these six are known as Bhag. One who possesses these Bhag qualities is known as Bhagavan, and the following verses after it identify Bhagavan as Vasudev or Lord Vishnu. We hope you like this introduction on Vishnu Puran. As you know, the Hindu Media Wiki is a link aggregation and a question-answer forum on Hinduism. We have the Vishnu Puran category on our website. Its link is given in description. You can read the e-copy of Vishnu Puran from translations given in this link. You can also ask questions related to Vishnu Puran by tagging it in your posts. Also, if you are on Twitter, you can follow us on Hindu Media Wiki handle. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Stay tuned for the next video on Introduction to Puran series every 4th day. Thank you for listening. Jai Shri Krishna.